My tendon will heal in 36 hours, whether it likes it or not. That's what almost every gym bro tells himself the moment his elbow starts clicking. A little shoulder pain? Ignore it. Achilles feels tight in the morning? Walk it off. Sharp pain during dips? Probably nothing. So what do? You rest one day, maybe ice it. Then you go right back to heavy pull-ups, heavy presses, ego lifting. And then suddenly, you can't even open a jar without pain. What happened? Your muscles didn't suddenly become weak. Your tendon did. Tendons are connective tissue made mostly of collagen. They are not the same as ligaments or fascia. Ligaments connect bone to bone. Fascia connects muscle to muscle. Tendons connect muscle to bone. Think of tendons like cables. When your muscle contracts, all that force has to travel somewhere. It travels through the tendon, which pulls on the bone and creates movement. Every push-up, every pull-up, every curl, every jump. It all depends on your tendons. If the cable weakens, the entire system suffers. Inside a healthy tendon, collagen fibers are tightly packed and perfectly aligned in parallel lines, like organized steel wires. That alignment is what makes tendons incredibly strong. But when a tendon gets injured, that structure breaks down. The fibers become disorganized, scattered, messy, and messy cables don't transfer force efficiently. The scary part? This breakdown happens slowly, which is why most people ignore it until it starts interfering with daily life. Tendons are strong, but they are not invincible. Every workout creates tiny microtears in the tendon. Normally, your body repairs them. That's how adaptation works. But when you train with excessive volume, repeat the same movement constantly, use poor form, or ignore pain, the rate of damage starts exceeding the rate of repair. That's when problems begin. Research suggests that after about 10 minutes of continuous loading, tendons stop receiving the signal to adapt and get stronger. After that point, you're mostly accumulating stress. More reps don't automatically mean stronger tendons. Sometimes they just mean more irritation. You think you're building resilience. You might actually be building inflammation. If you visit a doctor, you might hear two terms: tendinitis and tendinopathy. Tendinitis usually refers to recent inflammation. Tendinopathy refers to long-term degeneration caused by repeated stress. Inflammation itself isn't the enemy. It's part of healing. Your body increases blood flow, sends repair cells, and starts rebuilding collagen. The real problem happens when you stress the tendon again before it fully heals. Each time you do that, you reset the recovery process, over and over. Eventually, what started as a small irritation becomes a chronic condition. Initial repair may begin in a few days, but full healing can take 6 weeks to 6 months. Not 36 hours. Your tendon doesn't care about your competition date. It doesn't care about your beach vacation. It doesn't care about your motivation. Biology runs on its own timeline. So what should you do? Quit training completely? No. But you must stop repeating the exact movement that caused the damage. If dips are hurting your elbow, stop dips for now. Modify the load. Change the variation. Reduce intensity. Train smarter, not harder. One of the most effective rehab methods is eccentric exercise. That means loading the muscle while it lengthens. For example, the slow lowering phase of a bicep curl. Why does this work? Because controlled tension during lengthening helps collagen fibers reorganize properly. Healthy tendon fibers are parallel and aligned. Eccentric loading helps guide the rebuilding process so the fibers don't heal in a chaotic, tangled way. Slow, controlled, intentional. That's how you rebuild structure. Other helpful strategies include gentle movement, light stretching, gradual progressive loading, and focusing on proper form. Tendons adapt much slower than muscles. Your muscles might feel strong after 3 weeks. Your tendons might still be catching up. That mismatch, strong muscle but unprepared tendon, is where injuries happen. Most people don't get injured because they are weak. They get injured because they skipped progressions. They jumped into advanced movements before their connective tissue was ready. And tendons don't forgive impatience. If your elbow is clicking, if your Achilles is stiff every morning, if your shoulder sends sharp pain during presses, Stop pretending it will magically fix itself in 36 hours. If necessary, see an orthopedic specialist. Get a proper diagnosis. Follow a structured rehab plan. Because if you ignore it, 6 months from now you won't be training. You'll be sitting on your couch with an ice pack, wondering what went wrong. Your tendon will not heal just because you're motivated. But if you respect the process, train with patience, and rebuild correctly, you can come back stronger. Train with science, not ego.